Hello. Here we are again, back to part 2 of Roger Brown. My reaction to Roger Brown's Constance Sue lies from February 15th. Reminder that I can't see chat. And also, yes, you're right. I did have the wrong Cash App. My Cash App was $, capital C, lowercase ONNIEKR. I don't know why. The 68 was my Twitter page. I don't know why I put the 68 on there, but don't add the 68. It's just $, capital C O N NIEKR. Thank you for everybody that sent me a Cash App too. Plan to make a video about that soon. Okay, let's get back to Roger Brown.
He would have failed the courage test. Let's see what Jim said first up here. But I said, let's not forget about how scared dogs.
Where we left off was Roger said that I was stalking Ernie. And we looked up the stalking laws in Kentucky. If you have a purpose to investigate, or I guess to aggravate, or whatever they said, or harass, I guess you're not stalking. And I can't think of a better purpose than to verify one's credentials. Wouldn't you agree? I think that's a pretty good purpose.
Set up.
Yeah.
A wrestler.
Because that's all he's going to be is on sock accounts trolling and playing video games, hoping people will say his name because he's pretty much a narcissist. I mean, look at his whole life. It's been about manipulating women to get.
So, are you saying that you've known rap his whole life? Or are you just assuming shit like a little Ernalina? Again, you're making things up and hoping it sticks. You don't have any facts. I think you just called me a moron, didn't you? Saying I didn't have any facts. And you're over there talking about somebody you don't even know, somebody you've never even met. So, don't get all pissy when I call you Ernalina or a triggered twat, Roger, because you're acting like a triggered twat.
Get what he wants.
Extravaganza thing where there were famous wrestlers there. He screwed them all over and didn't pay any of them. Diamond Dallas Page was one of them. I'm glad you brought that up because I looked into that and I called Officer Rose.
Now, remember, I just said, I'm glad you brought that up. Meaning, someone brought it up. Now, adults shouldn't have to be told these things like someone else said. But for clarity, just remember here in a bit that somebody else brought up the wrestling.
Works the security for that, and he still works at Bluefield, is it Virginia, West Virginia? I can't remember now, but I'll put it on my community tab. Officer Rose still works there, and he's on desk duty now, and he loves to tell the story. So if anybody wants to call him up, he loves to tell the story about how Ernie Shell made this big promotion, was supposed to give away a big screen TV. He was supposed to give away all these prizes and throw stuff into the prizes. He had Diamond Dallas Page. Oh my gosh. April, the Heart guy. Oh man, a bunches of them. And the guy that was there with him and said, hey, I don't think this guy has the money to pay. What happened was Ernie was betting on the come, and he had all this money.
Now, once again, this is ancient Ernie lore. I mean, I couldn't imagine right now doing a live stream, and it's like, let's go over all of Ernie's ancient sins. I mean, as a YouTuber, as a creator, I don't do that. If it's relevant to rehash old stuff or to bring someone up to speed, it's worth doing a circle around.
A what?
But you see what?
A reach around?
She's doing to rehash old stuff or to bring someone up to speed, it's worth doing a circle around.
Oh, a circle around. Okay. I thought you said reach around.
But you see what she's doing. I mean, this is like the stuff against Truthfully Tricia. They take stuff from ancient times at this point and try to make it sound like it happened last week.
Okay. I don't think anybody thinks it happened last week. But I didn't say it, Mr. Brown. Someone brought up the Diamond Dallas page. Hence the fact I said, I'm glad you brought it up. So someone brought up the wrestling. And so we talked about it. That's how conversation goes. Now, you are free to do what you want to on your channel. And I am free to do what I want to on my channel. I do plan on going over Ernie Shell ancient history. I sure do. You know why I plan on doing it? Because unlike Trigger Twats, I'm going to go over it and I'm going to show facts. So when people hear what I say about Ernie Shell, they're not going to know that it's gossip or rumor. They're going to see the facts I have. If it's gossip, I'll say gossip. But we're going to go over the facts of the case. And you know why we have to do that, Roger Brown? Because so many people out there lied about Ernie and made up shit about Ernie just to be annoying. So now the truth isn't really out there. Well, it's out there, but it's mixed. It's like muddying the waters. That's exactly what it is. It muddies the waters. When Ernalina and Cowherd and all them people, Izzy, all them Cushy, all them people over there kissing his ass in his chat now, when those were all coming for him, they only put out rumors and made up shit mixed in with some things that really happened. So now nobody knows really what's true. We're going to rehash old ancient history, Ernie, because it is relevant. The man is still on YouTube. And even if the man wasn't on YouTube, I'm not going to give the man a chance to ease up on him so he can't come back to YouTube. But he is back to YouTube. So I'm going to put it all out there. I'm going to put it all out there and show the facts and back it up so people can see that Ernie Shell is a fraud. Now, I'm going to do what I want to on my show, Mr. Brown. I hope that's okay with you. This is America. You do whatever you want to on your show. On your show. I'm going to do what I want to on my show. And excuse me, I need to make this clear too. Last part 1, I called him Jamie instead of Roger. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I probably will do that a lot because I'm just goofy like that. But let's go back. Let's look at some of the comments. Amber Robinson, Sue is a legit stalker. Now, Amber Robinson, a legit stalker. We went over what a legit stalker is. Come on, Tiny. We went over what a legit stalker was. Now, if you're going to say I'm a legit stalker, I'm serving a purpose. Can you please tell me what purpose Ernalina serves with her lies and her made-up shit? I mean, she can't serve a purpose with lies unless her purpose is to annoy and harass. That seems to be what she's doing. So, yes, I think she would be considered a stalker because her purpose is to annoy and harass. So if you're going to call me a stalker who is doing nothing but trying to verify Ernie Shell's... Oh, you stupid phone. Is I going to keep doing that? If you're going to call me a stalker who's trying to verify Ernie Shell's credentials that he's put out there, what do you have to say about Ernalina, who's putting out lies out there? I think you better back up and go read the definition of stalker. Nicolina said chainsaw is a mouth breather. Well, Ernalina, right now, you're right. I breathe however I can get it. I sure do. Missouri Mama, a.k.a. Christina, says, I bet her mouth is going while she sleeps. Well, do you want me to videotape it? That's a weird thing to think about. Nicolina says, why is she covering shit that was covered months ago? Well, Ernalina, for one, because I can. For 2, somebody asked. And for 3, we're bringing out facts. Because you trolled and muddied the water with lies. So now nobody knows what to believe. Nobody knows what to believe. Amber said, oh, you could guarantee her mouth goes while she's sleeping, but her mouth is always moving. Are you stalking me, Amber Robinson? How do you know? How do you know my mouth is always moving? Should I be worried? I doubt it. Amber Robin says, she has no content, Nick. Okay, I'm going to cover facts about a man who says he rescues children. And y'all are going to sit over there and troll. Yeah, let's talk about no content, Miss Robinson.
This wrestling thing on, and he thought, well, he could spend the money however he wanted to, and then he would just collect the money for ticket sales, and that's how he paid wrestlers. Well, it just so happens there was a huge...
This is kind of my point. Remember how I mentioned, I'm not one for calling creators stalkers. But, sometimes, the exception to the rule happens. And at this point, I think that Constance Sue is Ernie's stalker.
We went over
this.
this.
Snowstorm, and nobody came to the event except the cops that agreed to work security, the people that agreed to work for Ernie, and the wrestlers that agreed to be there. And a few people that were like diehard wrestling fans. So the show didn't have a good turnout. Had Ernie not been a dumbass and just rescheduled, he would have been fine. But he didn't. So he goes on with the show, and...
No, he wouldn't be, because I live around here. Now, when I was a young little wrestler, they used to have big-time wrestling in...
Well, let me stop you right there. The event was in Bluefield, West Virginia, I think. Let me get my notes, just to be sure. Just to be sure. My notepad. Okay. Let's go to... Got my handy-dandy notepad. Look. Let's look up Bluefield. Right there. Promoter arrested for not paying bill by Bill Archer. Bluefield Daily Telegraph, January 10th, 2011. The professional wrestling card at the National Guard Armory in Brush Fork Saturday night was real, but the promoter's promises proved to be fake. Okay. The Brush Fork. Let's look it up. Quite on set. Hey, Brush Fork. See, I've looked it up before, so there it is. Thank you. The Brush Fork Armory. Let's look at it here. In Mercer County, West Virginia. That's where it was. Let's look it up. Let's go to maps. Go. Okay. Now let's zoom in. Maybe look at a street view. Is it going to show me? Well, you can't really see it. I know how to do it. I know how to do it. See, I'm kind of a boomer when it comes to things like this, but I'll figure it out. Ho hum. Images. That's how we'll do it. Images. I know I saved one of them. Wait a minute. That's videos. Got the wrong one. Images. There. Now you see that? Here's a picture of it on the outside. That don't look very small, does it? The Army Civic Center, see? Looks pretty big to me there, Roger. But okay, let's get back to Mr. Know-It-All.
Mount Vernon. There's a barn that they converted into a 5,000-seat stadium now. But before then, it was just a barn arena with benches all in it like a high school. And they used to have wrestling there. And in reality, you were probably, this is when I was a kid, probably 100, 125 people best at one of those shows. So
okay, well, Roger, That was when you was a kid. I'm going to assume that might have been in like, I'm going to say we're the same age. I'm going to say that was probably in the 70s. Well, this wasn't when you was a kid. This was in 2011. And this wasn't in where you were from. This was in Brush Fork. Or where did I say that was? Mercer County, West Virginia. So you cannot judge what could have happened back then or how many were there. That's another Ernalina trait.
Even in the day when wrestling was at its peak, it wouldn't have been enough to have paid 2 big-time wrestlers.
He doesn't have the ticket.
Oh, and you guess what, Roger? There was way more than 2 big-time wrestlers. But I don't know if they were considered big-time wrestlers in 2011. I don't know. Either way, I'll give you this much, Roger. I'll say, can you shut that door? He would have been in better shape had he canceled and waited for better weather. I'll say that. And then Miss Little Ernalina said, like we've all covered Ernie's medallion since last year, laughing my fucking ass off. I could go live right now and have double the views she has. I almost want to stream her on general purposes. Could you really? Well, remember, Roger, let's just look at this. Let's just look at this, Ernalina. Let's just look at this. Playboard. Well, no. We'll come back to this because he's going to talk more about it. So we'll come back later. I'm just getting a little ahead of myself.
You know, the money for the tickets coming in, so we don't have no money to pay him.
Oh, we can't forget the comments. Amber says, anyone know she's married? I couldn't imagine being married to some like her. Oh, my God. Drama down there, Amber. Drama down, okay? And Ernalina says, Amber, she's perpetually single. Well, they sure know a lot about me, or they care a lot about me. Amber, I've said it before. I have a boyfriend. We've been together since 2012. No, 2012. Yeah, 2012. So, yes, I consider him my husband because I don't like to call him my boyfriend because I think boyfriend sounds stupid. So, yes, Amber, I have a husband. And again, Ernalina down here, she's perpetually single, is wrong again. Imagine that. One of those traits that little Ernalina has is she makes up shit as she goes. She don't care if it's right. She don't care if it's wrong. You know, she is writing her own movie. She is just like Ernie, which is why I call her Ernalina, because she's writing her little old own movie. Facts don't matter a damn.
Can you imagine being Ernie Shell and telling Diamond Dallas Page? If you only had to tell Diamond Dallas Page, could you imagine telling Diamond Dallas?
Well, here we go. Down here. Chainsaw is self-pontificating. That's where I got that word, pontificating. Disseminating and pontificating and pillar of, what did you say? Pillar of knowledge, oh my. We'll go over those later too.
Diamond Dallas Page didn't have the money. And you know what he told him? Oh, my debit card only has a $400 a day limit on it.
Well, this is kind of my point of doing this. You know, if you and I were talking just in direct message right now, I would tell you that I am basically showing how irrelevant Constance Sue is.
Now, what sense does it make to cover somebody who's irrelevant? That doesn't make any sense at all. If someone's irrelevant, why are you streaming them?
And how stuck in the past she is. I mean, she's not being interesting or informing us anything we don't know. I mean...
Well, it's a good thing that you're not my viewer then. I'm showing what my viewers don't know, or what my viewers might not know, or what my viewers might have forgot, or what my viewers might not have heard correctly. Why are you carried about why do you care about what I'm showing? If you know it all, then by all means, don't tune in. In fact, it's weird as shit that you're tuning into something that you already say you know is insignificant. Roger, that tells me there must be an ulterior motive. Nobody tunes into somebody that's irrelevant to hear old news they've already heard. What's your real reason, Roger?
This is like telling us that Santa's supposed to come on December 25th. Now, he's supposed to come, right at the beginning of it. And when you wake up, there's supposed to be presents. I mean, this is like shit we all know.
Okay, so you hear that, people? No one is to ever talk about Christmas again, okay? Don't ever talk about Christmas again because that's shit we already know. Okay? Don't talk about your experience with Christmas. Don't talk about questions you might have about Christmas. Don't ask somebody about their Christmas because that's shit we already know, okay?
Well, Ernie, people who could think, no, you should have had that money days before, not that night. So, and it was just right after Christmas.
I'm being grabbed.
So not only, I think it was right after Christmas, or right before Christmas, something. Officer Rose didn't get paid either. And the reason he agreed to do it is because he thought he'd just have the extra time and have it for Christmas. But no, they didn't get paid. But on another side note of that, while I was investigating this, and I find Dallas Diamond page, his YouTube page is...
Somebody here says, regurgitating old news. Well, if it's bad, if regurgitating old news is bad, what the hell is live streaming somebody regurgitating old news? You are regurgitating old news. That's just, you people can't tell the truth to save your life. You can't even come back with with good insults. If I'm regurgitating old news, what's Roger doing? He's regurgitating my regurgitated old news. Nicolina said it would piss her off. She was giddy about having 26,000 watch hours over an entire year. I get 43K watch hours a month, for fuck's sake. Ha, 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 ha. Okay, now, my issue with that is, how often does Nick go live compared to how often I go live? Way more. She goes live way more than I do, right? I mean, that's what normal people would know. But the little trigger twat Ernalinas, they don't know that. They can't critically think. They can't put, 2 and 2 together. Well, geez, Nicolina, yeah, you probably do have more watch hours than her because you go live more than she does. That's just common sense. But hey, let's look and see what Playboard says. Playboard. See, I don't know where the website is, but I don't think it's in .com. Okay, let's look up. Who should we do first? Nicolina. This is Playboard. It tells you all the stats about YouTube. Okay. And she's got, here's her backup channel. And here's her channel. Making beta men cry. One screenshot at a time. Oh, isn't that clever? How many times have we heard her beta male cry? Frank is a beta male to her. We hear Frank bitch all the damn time. Oh, and her hashtags are Rescue Our Children, Ernie Shell, Con Artist, Exposure, Predator Hunter Nation. Nicolina, does Ernie know you got that on your Playboard? What? Do people know that you're over there kissing ass to Ernie Shell, who you got down here in your keywords? That's your only keywords? That's your only keywords? Oh my, that seems like quite an embarrassing little fun fact there. Okay, Nicolina. Summary. Let's go to views. Now that's per day. Okay, do you see clear to, I guess it's my right, clear down where it says Monday 1/23/2023. Do you see this very last one? Do you see this green? I wish I could point to it. There's a green spike up here, and then it goes way, 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 way low to 3 little spiky things. Now let's go to week. Do you see here the week for the whole week views? And here's the month. Boom, down. And here's for the month. And here's for the year. Boom, boom, boom. The little arrowheads down. You see that? Boom, boom, boom. That's views. Now, let's go look at Constance Constance Sue has something to say. Always. Constance Sue has something to say. Well, come on. Let's go down here and see what my little thing description says. We are the jellyfish, an organism so perfect it doesn't need a brain. Reaction, commentary, review, fact-checking clip channel. That's my description. Now, who is the stalker of Ernie Shell? Isn't that odd? Ernie Shell isn't even mentioned in my description because Ernie Shell is not my complete content, as opposed to little old Ernalina over there. Wouldn't you say? Isn't that a fair statement? Okay, let's go to views. Did I do her lives or did I do views? I can't remember what I did. Live. Yeah, it was views because mine don't register yet. So, okay, now let's do day. Do you see this? Do you see this chart here? Way up here, the last line is mine for the week. Now, we can't go by the day. I mean, the week, because I don't know how many lives she did last week compared to how many lives I did this last week, but by the day. We could tell by the day. And if you go over here on the day, you can see that my views by the day were a lot more. Let me see this. What day? I don't know when she went live last. I can't remember when she went live last. But let's see the 7th, the 14th, the 5th. Oh, I can't do that either because she deleted her video, so that wouldn't be fair to her because she did delete her video, so that ain't going to show up. But for the week, hers is up here, but how many more times did she go live than I did? For the month, hers is up here, but how many more times did she go live than I did? For the year, but how many more times through the year has she gone live before I did? Then let's go over here to subscribers. This is mine. Then I'll tell you down here how many you get per day. See? I think the slow and steady, 10, 10, 10, 20, Oh, I got 50 yesterday. Praise Jesus. Okay. But then you go over here, I think the summary. And it has a little graph. And see, mine's going ching, 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 just slow and steady all the way up. Slow and steady all the way up. Slow and steady all the way up. Let's go back and see what Ernalina says. Shoot me now for saying that. My. Okay, her summary. Look at that. Doink, 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 doink. Up, yep, 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 yep. That's not a good looking graph, Ernalina. That's just not a good looking graph. Oh, look at this one. This was even kind of worse, you know? Yeah, it must have had a drama thing right up in here. Had them drama shows, that always get, more views because they're lies. Let's go to views. Let's look at these little graphs. Here's the day. Jiggity, jaggedy, jiggity, jaggedy. Dang. Here's for the week. And remember, she does more lives than I do. See? And through the month. Boom, boom, boom. And for the year. Phew. Subscribers. Let's do the subscribers. Yeah, that's not a very pretty graph. Subscribers for the week. Subscribers for the month. And subscribers through the year. Oh, that looks good, Nick. That does. I'll give you that. But let's look for the month for down here on the chart. Oh, no, we want to do day. That's what, because I did day. So we'll go by day. None. Minus 10, minus 10, minus 10, minus 40. Minus 10, minus 10, minus 10, minus 10, minus 10, minus 20, minus 10, minus 10, minus 10. Oops, she got 100 in one day. That must have been Jim Terry. Oh, yeah, those numbers there. She could thank Jim Terry for that. See, I don't need to go on some shit shows to get subscribers. I don't want shit show subscribers. I don't, no. Minus 10, minus 10, minus 10. You know what happens when you go up here and get these shit show subscribers? You eventually lose those shit show subscribers when they realize your shit show is just a complete shit show. So, okay. Let's go back to the video. So we proved that wrong.
Now, Diamond Dallas Page Yoga. So I got to look at it. Diamond Dallas Page Yoga looks amazing. So, we all know I have a fat ass. We all know I'm 54.
Okay, today.
I went to the doctor today, because I can't breathe. I don't know what the hell's wrong, but I can't breathe. I think it's my throat. My sister thinks it's my throat.
Okay, she's been to the doctor today, and she can't breathe, and she's here talking about Ernie. Now, for the record, if I ever have to go to the doctor because I can't breathe, the best you're going to get is going to be a YouTube community post saying, I went to the doctor today, and I need to take a few day break.
Okay. Ernalina's. Now, when I say I can't breathe, there's a difference in saying, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Or I said, I went to the doctor today because I can't breathe. Now, people who can think critically know that I must have an issue with my breathing. There's an issue with my breathing. Shall we look up what we think it is? Subglottic stenosis. Let's see images, because I'll show you a picture of it so you learn easier. Do you see that? You see where that, and this is this right here, you see how the narrowing there is small? That's what we think my issue is. You see down here where you got this little thing they put in there and they stretch it? Now that is your throat, your trachea. That is not anything obscene, but it's for your windpipe. You hear that? I've never smoked. So what we think it is, and I've got an appointment to get further clarification there, Ernalina. If you have a heartburn can build up scar tissue in your throat, and it makes it where your windpipe cuts off like that. Now, because my oxygen is okay sometimes, we think this is the culprit. But just to make sure, I do have a heart sonogram and a stress test next month, the first of next month. Now, Roger, you are being disingenuous when you say, oh my God, if I can't breathe, I'm not going to be on YouTube. It's the difference between saying, let's help Uncle Jack off the horse, or saying, let's help Uncle Jack off the horse. and you know it. But so you can sit over here and tell people that, oh my God, she was over there, she couldn't breathe, and she was on YouTube. That's called being a drama queen, Roger. Don't be a drama queen. It was clearly I could breathe. I was saying I could clearly breathe. You can clearly hear me breathing. So stop being a little Ernalina drama queen, Roger. It's not a good look for a man of your age.
You know, in that situation, that's when I wouldn't be alive talking about Ernie's shit.
Wait a minute. I missed a comment down here. Miss Amber Robinson, Ernalina's head cheerleader. Nicolina, at the beginning of her stream, she tried to say her watch hours were more than yours. No, I did not say her watch hours. This is how shit gets started. This is how shit gets started. I posted on my community tab that my watch for that day were more. So, Miss Little Ernalina Amber, Lena, you are the problem in chat. You make up shit that wasn't even said. Little Nicolina Ernalina says she can't breathe because she's a 2-ton Tessie. Well, Ernalina, we're going to find out about that. You may very well be right. I may be a 2-ton Tessie, and that's why I can't breathe. But stay tuned, and I'll keep you informed, okay? OG Cushy Kush says, in your mouth, out your nose, or vice versa. OG Cushy Kush, I want to tell you like I just said, I'll breathe however I can get it. If it's in my nose or my mouth, I'll breathe however I want to. Amber Robinson said she needs to lose weight. It's common sense. Well, Amber, is it really common sense? Because there's many, many, many morbidly obese people. They can breathe just fine. Now, I think if my doctor would have said that, I wouldn't have to be going in for this thing on my throat or my heart. They would just say, you need to lose weight, bitch, you're fat. That's the problem. But that's not the case, Miss Amber. But do stay tuned. We will keep you informed. And if it is because I'm a 2-ton Tessie the fat ass needs to lose weight, I'll let you know that too, okay?
From ages ago, I would just put up a community post saying, I went to the doctor, I'm taking a few day break. That would have been the extent of my YouTube.
But we're going to have my heart. I'm going to have my heart checked out the 27th, have the stress test. And as soon as I get the clearance, to do that, I'm going to start Diamond Dallas Page Yoga. He has all these older women, and it's amazing. Like, they can't grab their foot. By the end of his program, and it's reasonable.
Prepare for cringe.
Grab their foot and stretch it up above their head. And I'm telling you, I'm going to do that. So if anybody wants to do it with me, I don't know how we could do it. So like have a watch party. I don't want to screw Diamond Dallas Page, but I wish we could just pay one price and get the whole program, and then we could all do it if somebody wanted to do it. But I'm telling you.
Well, let's look here. Cushy Kush says. Oh, you dumb thing.
I'm going to do that. I watched
Cushy Kush says, she used to be kind of cute, but that's all she's getting from me. See my little picture here? That was 2017. I did used to be kind of cute. And I suppose I could probably be just that cute too if I, took a picture, at the right angle, But I do have more weight on me, and I'm okay with that. But thank you, Cushy Kush. Thank you. I'll take a compliment where I can get it. Miss Little Medical Educated Teresa Upchurch says, walk more, talk less, chainsaw. Just saying. Aren't they the clever ones? Amber says, oh gosh, I don't even want to think about her doing yoga. Then don't. But if you don't want to think about me doing yoga, prepare for this cringe coming ahead.
Testimonial on it last night. Frosty said, remember when you were taking Ernie for a meeting with Cyber Task Force at somewhere in Georgia?
I told you to prepare for cringe. For fuck's sake, if you don't want to see me doing yoga, nobody wants to see Roger Brown put his nasty foot above his nasty ass. But alas, we weren't warned. Well, I warned you. I wasn't warned. So
What actually
continue.
happened on that day, please? Oh, we'll have to hear that from Jimbo. Let me see.
Okay, then we got more cringe down here. Christina Prestiagamo said she can't breathe because she's having orgasms over Ernie. You creepy people, what the hell is with you and the sexual content? Nobody wants to know about Ernie or me or anybody having an orgasm. And she spelled it organism. Organism, yeah. I guess maybe she's churching up the words, but why do you people go there? That is so gross. You people do that all the time. When I say you people, I mean this little Ernalina trigger twats. You all are always talking about someone's body part, anatomy, sex life. It's just gross. And it's so immature.
Invite. Coffee.
Oh, then we got Captain Obvious, Mrs. OG Cushy Cush. She's over 300 pounds now. On a health note, that's not good. Well, thank you, Captain Obvious. We would have never known that over 300 pounds was not good. Thank you for your contribution. And then Ish Kabibble says, that's a scam right there. What's a scam?
Copy. Okay, and then come down here, comments. James Foster said, DDP yoga helped my back a lot. My ex-girlfriend bought it, and I tan alongside her. Good stuff. Did you really, James? It looks amazing. I mean, they all make it look amazing, but I'm going to do it. I swear I'm going to do it.
I'm going to do it.
I went out and told my air quote.
But then Miss Cushy Cush has to come down here and be politically correct. I don't have anything against bodies, just health. Well, Cushy, make that make sense. She's over 300 pounds. On a health note, that's not good. So if you see somebody that's over 300 pounds, what is it? Are you worried about their health or it's against their body? Because you don't know that I'm not healthy. You're saying I'm over 300 pounds and you're assuming that I have bad health. Don't walk it back now, walk it back now, Cushy Cush.
Husband. I was like, I showed him this older lady that was stretching her leg up like that.
Now, Rap, just to let you know, because of Carlos, I have everything here on basically approval. So it's not like anybody can see your bullshit from me, and it just costs you a quick sock account when I ban it.
Oh, he's one of those real touchy-feely creators that have the words banned in his chat. Now, there's nothing wrong if you do that, but to me, that just tells me you're a trigger twat. If you've got certain words that are banned in your chat that you won't even have put in your chat, that tells me you're a little sensitive. Just saying.
I said, I'm going to do that. He laughed at me, but it was hilarious. There's the link if you want to come up, Jimbo, and explain that. Oh, let me see. Where's the thing that says people are back here?
Take care, Amber.
Man, this is kind of technical. Banners.
Yes, right.
Okay, let's start here. Pindar comes in. Hello, Roger. Sorry I'm late. Okay, let's look up this fun fact. Oh, there's my train. Let's see the definition. Maybe I'll put definition. Dang it. Where did I read that? I know I Googled Pindar, and it was the devil's tip penis. Well, maybe I'll have to look it up somewhere. Somewhere I found, I don't know who told me that, but Pindar was the tip of the devil's penis. I can't find it now, and I don't want to take forever to find it. Maybe someone can tell me where I found it.
Come in on a stock account. But of course, I have comments on approval.
I did put, can you hear me? Lord. Thank you. So I don't know.
Then we got the creepy Ernalina. Frank bangs me and someone is jelly. Ew. Why do you people do that?
Come backstage, so.
Hello, Pindar. Well, we weren't going to be here. This was a spur of the moment thing because what I was hearing, I thought needs to be disseminated a little bit.
See,
because
disseminated.
Constance Sue is pontificating about Ernie, and she's trying to position herself. And
he's picking up his leader's words, pontificating. Now, Roger, you got it wrong because Ernalina said I was self-pontificating. Now you're saying I'm Ernie pontificating. So we got pontificating and disseminating. Oh my, let's wait for the third one. But we're here because Roger was triggered.
As a pillar of knowledge. Yes.
There we go.
That would be the best way to frame this. She thinks she's a pillar of fact.
I am a pillar of way more facts than you anyway. And what's so wrong with thinking I'm a pillar of facts? When you all tell me that I think I know it all or I'm a pillar of facts, that just tells me that you think I probably have a pillar of facts. And maybe you all should try to be like me. Think?
See the video that Dallas put out about it? Yes, I did. That was hilarious. It's a 5-part series. I'm going to see. I hope this doesn't end the stream, but let me try.
Ain't gonna do nothing but get your shit banned.
Come on with it, Roger. Oh, I guess it's me we're waiting on.
You have a little dick. Just saying too.
See, what did you just say? Somebody had a little dick. What makes somebody's dick size come into your mind? Of all the things you could talk about and cut people down and all the bad things you think Grandpa has done, why would his dick come into your mind? Your mind. You people are just creepy ass weird.
Better. Now, guest. If I guessed, copy. Ta-da.
Yeah. This will even hurt him worse because, see, Roger's been having adventures today. And Roger can't show you this, but Roger has a nice container with hashish in it. Yes, he does. I hope that'll really upset Saturday Cupcake. Oh, God, this smells good. But, yes, I got some nice blonde hashish.
I highly doubt anything in or around or on your fingers smells good.
Sheesh right here. I got a few grams given to me today.
Roger, here's my suggestion to you. Why don't you take that good hash that you got given to you and sell it? Now I know you're probably way above committing a crime. I know you're the law-abiding citizen 100%. But if I need water is going to come before hash. So Roger, here's a suggestion to you. Take that really good hash and sell it. Or trade it. Barter that hash. Get you some water going there, buddy.
And I'm going to make sure that they're all gone by morning. All the evidence will be incinerated. So I'm also telling you because don't be surprised when I hit this pipe if I cough my ass off.
if you hit that pipe, will it keep you from screaming? Because even if you're a pirate, pirates don't always scream. But Pindar down here has some thoughts. Well, Nicolina says, I love Roger. Okay. Pindar says, Roger has a better life than many YouTubers. Oh, I guess. I don't know many YouTubers that don't have water and they can't shower. I don't know. I'm sure there's out there. I'm sure there's probably little YouTubers in third world countries that don't have water. So yeah, you're probably right there. You're probably right there, Pindar. He probably does have a better life. Yep.
Post a comment. Now I can see if you want to come up. But yeah, could you imagine? And Ernie Shell says,
Then we got Nicolina saying, Marvel has a bigger dick than Jimbo. What the fuck are you doing thinking about Jimbo's dick, Nicolina? Or Marvel? I don't know who Marvel is, but of all the things to think, of all the thoughts to have, of all the things to go around in your brain, to all the things that you bitch about Jimbo about, why do you talk about his dick? That is just weird. You people do it all the time.
Well, of course it wasn't his fault. No. Of course it wasn't his fault. It was, he had a booking agent. The booking agent ran off.
Well, actually, Nicolina, it's like, in real life, I wish I could, whip mine out right now, and we could do, a side-by-side comparison, but, YouTube kind of...
What? You wish you could whip your dick out right now and have a side-to-side comparison? Do you hear what you just said, Roger Brown? You wish you could whip your dick out on YouTube. If there was no rules, Roger Brown would be whipping his dick out on YouTube. And not only that, he wants to put his dick side by side with Jimbo's and Marvel's. Okay, Raj, I can't help but say it, but weird flex, but okay, dude, whatever. Why do you think about Jimbo's dick, you creepy fuck? Good God.
In reality, I have very little modesty. I mean, when it comes to the physical form, I have very little modesty. Put it that way.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank God for YouTube rules and regulations. Jesus Christ. Thank God for rules and regulations.
So if it wasn't for YouTube right now, we could do a side-by-side comparison.
Oh my God. Does he not hear how cringe that sounds? I don't want to see any man next to another man having a side-by-side comparison. You fucking weirdo. Let alone Roger Brown's dick.
He said the booking agent
God
hired more people than he was supposed to. And my comment to Ernie was,
Jesus.
Ernie, if you're the top guy, your job to make sure all that don't happen.
Stupid.
Back to Frosty's question. The stand said, nope, I never said I was taking Ernie to a meeting at any base. Sorry. You'd have to give me a date and time to find that out.
Now, Alaska Bush Mom, I might like you yet, but she goes side by side with Nicolina. Damn. Right. Roger, are you and Nicolina going to have the penis comparison? Yeah. I bet Nicolina would win.
Barely human. Hi, Prissy. Sweet one.
Now I'm sad to see that Platform Boots is over there.
Aw. You're sad to see that Platform Boots is over to listen to me? Why does that make you sad, Roger? People can go where they want to. And then we have Pindar down here say, Frosty was in there? In there? Oh. I guess people can't go where they want.
Robin said her mom is 82 and still goes to the gym and she looks fabulous. James, I cannot wait to get that.
OG Cushy says, me too, Roger.
John said, Roger Brown React 777 has talked about your dirty fingernails, and we all know she talked about people dirty fingernails.
I dug dirt today for a container garden. Yeah, I got dirty fingernails. I mean, this afternoon and evening before dark, I was out there.
I got to address a comment before it pops up here. So Roger said, I'm sad to see platform boots over there. And OG Cushy Cush says, me too, Roger. And then Cushy says, they all think she's honest. Well, now let's measure honest. Now, it can't be the honest factor. Because if somebody's over here watching y'all, if Platform Boots wants to come over here, I don't think she's watching you because they think you're honest. Because that's proven that you are absolutely not honest. So that's not why she's here. Probably because she just likes you. But I am honest, OG Cushy Cush. I have provided receipts for just about anything that anybody's ever asked me or that I've said. As opposed to the little trigger twat Ernalina's here, who have never produced a receipt, one that was legit.
Mathematic digging dirt and filling containers. That's why you didn't see me on YouTube this afternoon. I mean, Roger was out there making shit for a garden because it was over 70 degrees here today and it's going to be 65 tomorrow. And you know what? I'm going to dig more dirt for my container garden.
And then we have OG Cushy say, Teresa Upchurch says, honestly, I'm not surprised she's over there with the, are you serious face? But Roger, I'm glad that you were out planting a garden in containers. But most folks, when they do that, when they're done, they wash their hands. Especially if they've been in dirt. Especially if they got dirt up under their fingernails. You wash your hands. When you go to the bathroom, you wash your hands. It's a novel idea, I know, but that's just what us normal folk do. So regardless of what you were doing earlier today or earlier this afternoon, you wash your hands.
Yes, he said he was in charge of marketing at Jimbo's. Hanging flyers. Well, they tell you to church up your resume. Hanging flyers was in charge of marketing.
Well,
but the big thing about that is
the way things have been, I was being neutral. But since I've been sucked into things and I'm getting shit on by their side, I've already started banning severely. I mean,
say it ain't so. Roger Brown is banning severely. For one, Roger, I don't have a side. I go everywhere. For two, look at that face. Look at that face. He's pretty proud of himself. He has 704K subscribers. Live chat. All messages. And he's going to ban people. Okay, Roger.
And I have banned and I have banned. Because when the next big things happens, I will have chats of 300 people again. And
now see, no, never mind. I'll listen, but let's look at this comment. Cass Lou says, dirty nails mean you work and are not lazy. Yes, ma'am, or sir, they do. But dirty nails also mean you haven't washed your hands. You can work and not be lazy, but then you can wash your hands. It's really simple.
They will all want to be here.
I doubt it.
Because there were a ton of people that wanted to be on my channel during Leticia, and they will never be.
Crushed.
And now there's a whole new crop of people that will never be allowed on my channel.
Crushed.
Because once again, when you get rid of problem people, it's always addition by subtraction.
he had the balls to put you down to say that. Man.
Oh, we got to address this comment. Miss OG Cushy Cush said he, but she meant she. He was lying about her age. She was claiming to be 57. And then 30 minutes later, after I found her age on Google, she was 55. Well, Cushy Cush, please show me the clip where I've ever said I was 57. 54 maybe, 53 possibly. Because I honestly do. I can't remember, 53, 54. But I think, now it's mostly 54 and 55. I have never claimed to be 57. The only person that I said was 57, and it was a guess, was Free to Be when I was talking about Dolly and the trip to Tennessee. So here again, little trigger twat Ernalinas, this would be the problem. I have never said I was 57. And if I said I was 54 and you found out I was 55, oh, just the horror. I forget. But little sleuth here, she found it on Google. Doesn't make a fuck.
Brown in here. Roger Brown, remember you were going to destroy me and dunk on me. I'm still waiting for that. Frosty said, let me...
No, actually, I didn't say I'd destroy you.
Yes, you did.
See, don't you love it how they make up their own facts?
That was exactly what you said.
Yourself. In fact,
when you seen me, when I was a mod in Jimbo's chat for that few time I was to post links, you made a post about it, and I'll go find it, where you said I was forever banned, and don't get mad at you when you see me. No, I think the comment was when I destroy you, and don't get upset when I dunk on you. Something to that effect. Now, it might not be word for word, little Ernalina trigger twats, that, you got to have, make a big deal out of it. But the general concept was, because I was a mod for Jimbo, there was no point of no return for you, and you was going to destroy me and dunk on me and destroy me. That was it. And I needed to be prepared for it.
Doing it right now. I mean, you're showing now. Right now, if I wasn't covering you, I could be 10 fucking times more interesting than this.
Now, what the fuck kind of sense does that make? I'm going to cover somebody who's irrelevant, who's regurgitating old news, and I could be more entertaining. But no, I'm not. You keep your lies believable, little Ernalina. Ernie needs to teach you people to keep your lies believable. Because if you're going to be more entertaining, why are you torturing your subs with me? You haven't proved anything that they think they don't know already. You're not exposing anything about me that they don't think already. But you guys never say you'd be more entertaining. Okay, Roger, prove it.
Be clipped tomorrow.
Stupid.
This Dan said, I'm asking someone else that way. Maybe they will know what you're speaking about.
Oh my God.
And this is one of my secrets on this channel. If I want to abandon content, I could be more entertaining. I just do content that we all understand. It's what channels are about. It's why I have different channels for different content.
Oh my God. What the hell?
Sweet Rocker Rama said, yes, I have to do something. I'm 50.
Who makes sense out of that? He has the right to abandon content. Okay, whatever.
Or until next month. James said, I was hesitant with the yoga at first, but after we worked every morning for a month, I had way less back pain. He had two. Last night he did a premiere for some kids a kid that he helped. It was a kid that was, kind of abused by his dad. I think it's by his family. And he was, kind of pudgy.
Oh, I can't stand to hear me talk that slow.
And he started doing the Diamond Dallas page. And I guess there's a challenge they could do.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't going to come on earlier for another live. And after Constance Sue, I'm still going to cover it. But Milton posted. Milton is a hooker now. Milton had a very funny video. And we will cover that.
Breaking news, Milton as a hooker is way more entertaining than me. What the hell are you bothering for me? What the hell are you bothering for me, Roger? Jesus.
Here in a bit.
Let's get to Milton being the hooker.
Normally I would give you kind of a teaser on it, but it's fucking bizarre.
Yeah, let's see it.
It's absolutely fucking bizarre, and that will be in a little bit. When she starts to get to where this is boring as hell.
This is boring as hell.
This Milton video is a break.
Air quote husband. Well, everyone say boyfriend sounds so stupid. I'm 54 years old. Boyfriend just.
I didn't watch it all, Kennedy. I watched half the video, and then I decided I was going to present it. So I only watched the first half. So because I wanted the second half to where I could get an honest reaction.
Dear Lord, why would you have some news that Milton is a hooker and be over here worried about me, the irrelevant regurgitating old news.
Crap.
You don't make sense, Roger.
So you know more than I do.
Dude, ever since won't say my dude. Oh, that's all cringe.
And I thought
The other one
you
got married, so. But I know they married. So
Just a minute.
Married, I can't find.
Just a minute. You stop.
We can frame exactly what she is. I mean, if she was saying anything that I could get behind, I would give credit for it. But I mean, Ernie's a dead horse right now.
Okay, let's address this comment. OG Cushy says, I was planning on getting her info and putting it out on terms of service. But after looking into her and piecing Ernie's video, I seen enough. I deleted all her comments and I say, fuck her. OG Cushy Cush. Here's my info. My name is Constance Sue Christian. Kristian. My maiden name is Evans. I live in Dodge City, Kansas. I'm 55 years old. There you go, honey. Put out anything you need to know, okay? You have my blessing. As long as it's factual. As long as it's something that came from a factual source. OG Cushy Cush, you have my blessing. Thank you.
Ernie does have a warrant out from him, and all he has to do is not come back to Kentucky.
What?
Which means Ernie's a dead horse right now. Ernie does have a warrant out from him, and all he has to do is not come back to Kentucky.
Ernalina, did you hear that? Kaz, did you hear that? Are you listening? Your boy, Roger Brown. Don't you mess with my Roger Brown. Your boy, Roger Brown, just confirmed Ernie Shell has a warrant. Ernie Shell, do you hear that? Roger Brown has confirmed you have a warrant. Ooh, Roger, you're going to get in a deep doo because of that one. Ernalina didn't want that confirmed because they're trying to trip him up. You're supposed to hush about that warrant. You're supposed to be kissing Ernie's ass because they want that reward money. Didn't you get the memo?
Which means Ernie's out of my environment.
Maybe you take cool pity on me for having to put up 30 cell research. But no, I think the first DVD says 69.
Because this is my whole point with her. I want to show there's no there.
There. Nicolina says, she isn't saying anything of substance. Well, then don't listen. Why would you want to listen to something that ain't nothing of substance? Don't listen. But Roger's point is to prove that there's no there. Let's listen to that theory.
She's just sitting here bullshitting a program. When I start a commentary in a live stream, I have an X amount of facts, and I have to
She's just bullshitting a live stream. She's just sitting there bullshitting a live stream. Well, that's because that live stream was where we bullshit. I already laid out the facts, and then we bullshit about them. Or we talk about things and we bring up the facts and we go look at them. You said you lay out the facts. Did I miss the part of that live stream, Roger? Did I miss the part of the live stream here where you brought out any facts? Make sure I heard that right.
Fellowship, but just sitting here bullshitting a program. You know, when I start a commentary in a live stream, I have an X amount of facts, and I have to not embellish it, but use enough adjectives to make it
embellish it is right.
interesting. And that content only has so much.
Oh, so he just said he has to embellish it or use enough adjectives to make it interesting. That means lies to me. Doesn't that sound like, to you? Because if he brought out the facts about me, it would be boring as shit. So here we are.
Shelf life. That's why at some point, at a live, many times I'll say, I'm out of anything relevant to say. And then we'll switch topics.
That should be about now, but here we are.
We'll wind it down and end. But with Constance Sue, it's not that. She has no there. So she just keeps on this ancient shit with Ernie. Like I said, if she says anything for me to get behind, I'd get behind it. But it's just the same recycled garbage with 188 in her chat.
What?
The same morons. Oh, the blood.
What? 188 in my chat? Ernalina, did you hear your boy confirm that?
Guys in there.
188 in chat, Ernalina. Thank you, Roger. Maybe you do secretly like me.
And rats on his Scamalina 777 account.
Sweet Rocker Robin said, I'm pissed someone.
I guess.
Oh, Cushy Cush says, if she wants something, she's got a long way around the bush going at it. Sue is lame. Goose. El Kennedy says, I've tried to watch her, but I can't last like 10 minutes at a time. Good. Excuse me. Pindar says, her idea of winning a debate is to silence her opponent. Whatever. OG Cushy says, where the troll? You are fingering me. What the fuck?
Crap isn't up on the fact I can get a shower whenever I want.
What?
Because there's a nice girl that lives about 2 miles down the road, and I have free use of her shower whenever I want it. Now, I do plan on...
Did he just say he has free use of the shower anytime he wants it? So there's no excuse for looking like that. Okay, we could almost excuse it if he didn't have water, thinking the poor guy don't have no water. You have to go out the creek in the winter. But dude just said he has free use of the shower anytime he wants it. And he chooses to look like this.
I'm doing a bunch of hard work tomorrow, so the day after tomorrow, I will probably go down to her house and get a shower. And she said,
whether he needs it or not.
Lovely young lady.
I never heard of like big time on me. Not okay. Oh, who said that? Scamily said Roger Brown gets most of his nutrition from his cat bed. Oh, yucky.
Hate me all you want.
Said, Rocker Robin, who's...
I mean, I used to be in a gang. I used to be in a club. I'm used to getting hate just from the random public.
Now we're going back to third grade.
and looking at him funny and say, get out of my way, you little fucking maggot. I mean, that's why I think it's funny where Bob says, you wouldn't say that to your face. I mean, Bob would be surprised at what I will say to people's faces. I will get right eye to eye and say, get out of my way. Just like that. Now, once again, normally I would just say, excuse me. But every now and then you run into that stupid idiot that thinks he's tough. In those, I say, you got two choices. One, you can get out of my way. Or two, I can knock you out of my way.
Okay. So this tells you a little bit more what you need to know about Roger Brown. If you're in a crowded park or a crowded coliseum or a store, Roger Brown is going to come up here and say, get out of my way. And if you don't move, Roger Brown, Neanderthal, is going to hit you or punch you out of his way. Well, Roger Brown, I guarantee you can sure do that, but your ass is going to go to jail.
Once again, if he don't immediately get out of my way, I'm going to knock him out of my way.
Chat, they were keeping my name in the mouth. Yeah, Judas Caesar was. I heard that. Oh, John says,
we have a Cass down here, CASS, not Kaz. Bring honest and good. I think she means being honest and a good person is more important than a shower. Do we have to have one or the other? Alex says, so where is Ern anyways now? Well, Alex, come on over to my channel and tune in and we'll keep you informed. Alex says, I hate Ern. I love Roger and a few others. A few.
You streaming your audio. Well, hey, Roger Brown. You're welcome to stream my whole video, Roger. You don't have to just play my sound.
You don't have to worry about that. What am I going to do? Show your stupid little icon? I mean, people like to see people on YouTube. I mean, and I, despite the fact right now I could use cleaned up because I work
You could. You could.
this afternoon. I passed out for a nap. I got up. I got a snack. I just had some coleslaw.
Wait.
Right before I started this, because I got to the store today. I bought $280-some of food at a grocery.
What? $283 of groceries? Well, I'm sure you could trim that shit down and get your water fixed. Maybe not buy such much groceries and get that water fixed. Oh, but wait. That might be food stamps. $283 of food stamps? Don't know that it is. But $283 of groceries for a single person? Damn, Roger. You could do way better and get that water fixed.
And I bought the stuff to make coleslaw. And right before this live, I just made some amazing coleslaw.
What?
You are welcome.
With those hands? With those fingernails? You could shower when you want to, and you still chose to make coleslaw with those hands? Good God.
Play anything I got.
Oh, we have a comment down here that says, someone told me that Helton guy was an incel. And I guess incel means a man that, or a dude that doesn't want to have sex or don't care about sex, something like that. Why do you people care? Why do you people care?
Play stream my stuff. I don't care. I like I said before, my best hope is that you all do.
Hold of that fucking cop, and you heard.
I think we could. We're both from Kansas, I still don't think those Klan meetings in Lindsborg. Nope, don't believe it.
I like to speak last. Now, this is a method to the madness. Sometimes you'll be wondering, why isn't Roger talking about something? Because usually when Roger talks about something, I'm kind of the ender of the subject. There's not going to be much to debate after I'm done. So that's most of the time why I will wait to weigh in on an issue until everyone else has got their relevant points in. Because in reality, if I do that, it expands the discussion and it also expands what I say about things.
Let's talk about some word salad. Good Lord. He waits till all the debate's done to talk about something so it can expand on the subject. Now, which is it, Roger? If it's all done and you're going to talk about, why were you expanding on the subject? Maybe you wait till everybody's done about it, talking about it, so you can use their words and then just be like the pigeon and throw the chess pieces all over and say you won. Okay, whatever.
Be my piece for me on your channel? Thank you. I couldn't ask for more. Tell me the best way to reach your people. I can't go to your chat to reach your people. But if you, it's like I'm a preacher.
We got the comments of OG Kush Kush saying, you go on and on, Sue. Ain't no one got time for that. Well, 188 people seem to have time for that. Cushy. Ishka Bibble said, say her piece. She never shuts the fuck up. For fuck's sake. Pindar says, I would much rather listen to Roger than Connie. Okay.
Okay, reach your people. Reach your people. I don't have people. I mean, if I had people, we'd be here building a fucking pyramid. Yes, now see, I'm being silly right now. Now we're going to go into the humor part. Yes, Constance Sue, if I had people, they would be in my backyard building me a giant pyramid to the gods.
Y'all are the sinners, and you don't want me to go preach to you, but you're going to play my sermon? Dude. Thank you. Thank you. Lord. Oh, Roger's streaming audio. That's funny. Roger, you can stream me completely. I don't care.
I mean, what's there to stream?
I'm not one of them chicken shits that's going to strike
would you rather see me or would you rather see...
I don't care.
Constance Sue!
I haven't bothered anyone. I still be light on. Yes, Rob.
In fact, Constance Sue, you look like a painted sunflower.
Thank you.
With your name on it. I mean, why? I mean, would you rather see me or would you rather see that?
that. Anything.
See, I learned that with Amberlyn Reed because she was horrible.
He sure is a name dropper, right? Well, he's boring me to death. So I think I'm going to end that with Roger Brown. I'll come back later and we'll go over maybe some more Dolly or just chat. But Roger, yes, bub, I see you. I see you. Go take a shower, honey, especially before you make coleslaw. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Talk to y'all later.
To look at. I mean, I hated covering her. I mean, it's just disgusting.